Shady. Fly, Eagles, fly. What's going on, everyone? We're here. We're celebrating. Welcome to another weekly recap. We just got done with week 2 of the Old School Labs Transformation Challenge. Thank you all for joining me today. I mean, if you couldn't tell, if you didn't see the background, clearly me and my co-host, I mean, she's doing her thing right now, but we're pretty, you know, we're pretty psyched. We're pretty happy, okay? We're Eagle fans here. We fly, Eagles, fly, baby. We're here. We're flying. We're profiling. We got my girl's glasses on at this point, but that's all right. We're not going to tell nobody. You know what I'm saying? We got the Blast Max in the cup, ready to go. But I don't know if you noticed or not, but this is actually what was in Jalen Hurts' Gatorade bottle. This is what they poured on top of Nick Sirianni. Shout out to everybody in the group. Thank you all for just doing your thing. This has been an incredible week, and of course, we topped it off with a great game. An incredible game, and that's exactly what you all have been doing. You all have been giving it your A game, giving it your all. Shout out to all of you who competed in this week's challenge, that burning lava. Oh, and people was burning. They was getting their cardio on. Y'all look like a bunch of little Saquons out there getting your run game on. You know what I mean? Getting a little, the push tush. Y'all were pushing your tush, man. I'm telling you. Hey, shout out to everybody who did their thing this week. I want to go ahead and first and foremost give a shout to our winners of week 2. So week 2's challenge was burning lava. Were you team burn or were you team lava 196? I thought lava was gonna take the win. There's a lot of faithful burners out there, all right? So shout out to burn, and of course shout out to lava. It is Old School Labs Fat Burners. If you haven't yet, make sure to pick yours up. It is, regardless of whatever you're trying to do, it is a great proponent to anybody's regimen, but I'm team lava 196. The ingredient makeup is incredible, so go ahead and go to oldschoollabs.com, pick up yours now, use code challenge for the best deal out there. Getting into it, our weekly winners. First, we have to give a shout out to our burning lava champions. I said champions. Our first winner representing Team Burn was our man Rob D. Nancy's. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations, yo. Our dude was doing it VR style. He was getting his Jaden Daniels on. Yes, he was in the meta world like this. He was doing his thing in the meta. He was getting it on, doing his cardio straight in the meta universe, VR in it. If this wasn't like one of the best commercials for like VR cardio, my man Rob did his thing. So shout out to Rob for representing Team Burn, and of course Team Lava. Our man gave him his whole regimen. He's called this the E-Moms. Mr. Jerry Chang, shout out to my boy for doing his thing. Just killed it with the cardio. Clearly, if out of all the burning lava posts, I think this one right here was definitely the most calories burnt. So we couldn't just give one winner. We had to give two. For Team Lava, we had Mr. Jerry and Rob representing Team Burn. So shout out to our two brothers there. Y'all did your thing. Like, that made me want to get up and, like, I'm telling you right now, after watching that game, after watching Jalen get those, just the running yards, 70 plus rush yards, I'm ready to get some cardio in myself. And for those of you out there, okay, and I understand there's a lot of Chief fans, and that's okay. We're here to love, we love the game. We're here to celebrate the game, celebrate each other, and that's what we do in Old School Labs Transformation Challenge. But for those of you who haven't, a hard night's sleep, might be a sleepless night for some of you, you know what I mean? We all, we're fans, we love hard, right? And so sometimes when we love hard, we fall hard, and if you want to get some good night's sleep, go ahead and pick up Old School Labs Vintage Bliss when you're having a sleepless night. This will help. It'll get you to sleep. It'll get you there. Pillow might be a little soaked, but that's okay. Oldsschoollabs.com, Vintage Bliss. Pick it up, all right? Next up, we have our weekly.
We'll do it live.
Next up, we have our. What the is it? Challengers of the week? Yeah.
Do it live.
Next up, we have our challengers of the week. I want to give it up to my girl, Michelina. You were doing your thing throughout the comments, just being an A player for our team. So shout out to you for just giving all the love. And we can't forget Miss Jessica Gammo, another one who was just spreading the love all throughout the comment section, posting, showing just everything. They were showing recipes. They had it down packed. So shout out to you two for doing your thing. Thank you so much for being the challengers of the week for week 2. Now, week 3. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are officially at week 3. If you haven't started, it's time to start now. If you haven't done the challenges, it's time to start, because as you know, these people are winning the products. Our man Rob won his Vintage Burn. Jerry, guess what he won? Yes, that Lava 196. So make sure to participate. And why not participate for some creatine? That's right. This week's challenge is Cupid's Creatine. We're celebrating love, ladies and gentlemen. It's all about that love. Cupid's Creatine. If you didn't know, we got 3 types of creatine. We got creatine for women at Old School. we have the classic creatine monohydrate. Ain't that right, Shady? My co-host is busy right now, but that's all right. We got the classic creatine monohydrate, and of course, we have it in pill form. What? Yes. Are you on the go like myself? I'm always on the go, always crazy, just rapid fire. So guess what? There's times where I don't have my powder with me, but guess what's in my car? Yes, the classic creatine capsules from Old School Labs, ready to go. And in honor of this week's challenge, that's what the winner gets for Cupid's Creatine. And what we want you to do is just show your love. It doesn't matter. It could be for Old School Labs. It could be for your partner. We're doing a lot of things this week. It's Valentine's Day. It's the week of love. It could be your love for fitness. Be creative with it. It does not matter. Literally, it's your oyster. The world is yours, Scarface. We're just living in it. The world is yours. Make sure to do your thing for hashtag Cupid's Creatine. Make sure to get your post in by this coming Sunday to get your hands on your creatine. And guess what? In honor of women and men and love, everybody, we're going to have a man win and a woman, right? And hey, the man can pick up, don't sleep on the creatine for women, men. That's an incredible product. My man Rob said it first week. First week, guess what he takes that creatine for women? Collagen, glutamine, creatine, it's all good. It is very, very beneficial health-wise. So make sure to pick up your favorite. Now let's go to the winners for this week. All right, let's go to all you little eagles out there, all the winners. All right, for our first award category, we have the stack of the week. And we all know who's making this stack. I need to take off the hat or something. I need to get out of football brain. All right, back at it. Old School Labs stack of the week has to go to my man, Mr. SP Espinoza. Shout out to my boy Epsy. I mean, hey, speaking of creatine, my man got it front and center, holding that little stack up tight, man. That's what it's all about. Get your creatine on, I promise you. Our boy SB is smart. He knows what he's doing. Of course, he got a terkesterone. If you're trying to go with the natural route and just, even if you're not, you can be juiced to your gills. Hey, it don't matter what you're doing. Terkesterone is always something that should be in somebody's stack. Man or women, it is an incredible product. The classic creatine. And of course, his pre-workout of choice was the Vintage Blast, holding it down strong at the bottom. I got my Blast Max on me. I'm not gonna lie. SB got the Vintage Blast. I got the Blast Max. We're both doing our thing. It doesn't matter. Tomato at this point. Just make sure it's, you get your pre-workout in. So shout out to our boy SB for being our OSL stack of the week. And ladies and gentlemen, what's next, Shady? What's next? What's next? Can you tell them? Yeah? Next up, we have repping Old School Labs. And I'm trying to get my rep on right now, right? I'm trying to get my rep on. But this group right here outdid me bar none. They killed it. It's a whole family affair at this point. Shout out to the Casillas crew for doing their thing. All of them. This is a dope thing about it, right? They ran a marathon, family, all repping. All got the red on, all repping Old School Labs. Now, how beautiful is that? So shout out to the Casillas clan, the Casillas crew. All of them repping Old School Labs. Shout out to you, Brandy. Shout out to our man, Chris. And of course, your beautiful children for repping OSL the way y'all did. Like, this is just beautiful, man. I love seeing this. I love seeing the family get in. If you didn't know, check out Chris Casillas' and Brandy's post throughout the week. They got the whole family doing workouts together, which that's just love within itself. So, in honor of Valentine's Day, love, Cupid's Creatine, shout out to the Casillas crew, man. Y'all killed it. Next up, we have workout motivation. And my man John was in the gym. He was getting his lift on. He was out there looking like Hurts and Barkley in the weight room. My man was getting his thing. He was getting his. Yeah, let me just. Face. Look at this. Yo, my man was repping hard. Repping. When you're making faces like that, that's giving it your all. The body, the CNS is going ballistic at this point, man. Our boy John was giving it his all. A fellow Old School Labs athlete at that, clearly showing why he deserves to be an OSL athlete. Repping 5 plates. And the dope thing about it is my man made sure he had a 500 pounds on the little 2.5s at the end. So shout out to our boy John, a fellow Old School Labs athlete, doing his thing, man. That brings us to the most inspirational. And for most inspirational, this is just, at this point, we got our first Old School Labs stable in here, right? We got the bandana boys, the bandana bros, whatever you want to call it. It's the bandana boys. This is beautiful, man. So last challenge, we had people like myself, our man Ronald, Don McCallum, our champion. The champ is here. The Eagles are our man Don. Everybody was in the gym, getting that sweat at the eye, rocking the bandana. Of course, we got our newcomers like Billy repping as well. So this is just a beautiful thing about it, man. It's like OSL's first little stable, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like we're in a little wrestling crew right now. We got the the bloodline in here with all the bandana boys. Next up, we have the Old School Labs recipe of the week. So many of y'all killed it with the vintage brawn, showing us your all sorts of menu items. But this is an easy one that I really like, because someone like me, I take advantage of this. So shout out to our girl Michelina. Hey, look at that. Challenge of the week and recipe of the week winner. The overnight oats, using the vintage brawn, rich chocolate. Easy, super easy, and it tastes incredible. Shout out to our girl Michelina for giving us an easy A1 recipe. Last week, I forgot the best pose. I was all getting in the smiling profile and trying to bring up new categories. I done forgot about the best pose, so I wanted to give y'all 2 this week. But to round it out, we have Mr. Brian Scott finding that goon lighting, finding that God tier lighting right there. Look at them biceps just looking full as ever. Shout out to our boy Brian, a day one. Speaking of the bloodline, a day one right here, showing us his most muscular side chest. Front double. I mean, you can't beat that. That right there is love, man. So shout out to you. So instead of giving y'all 1, 2, we got 3. I mean, in honor of Cupid's Creatine, we got another couple up here. Mr. Remo Gammo and Jessica Gammo, the Gammos, showing us their favorite. Look at that. She got the classic pose. I see you, Jessica. I see you getting your classic pose on. And of course, Remo with the update. Remo's a changed man at this point. This is model Remo right here. My man's just, this is remodel. And then my man is just all new dude, looks totally different from the first challenge I've ever seen him in, changing his whole body, physique, face, just incredible, man. So shout out to you all for keeping the love and of course being our best posers. So shout out to y'all 3 individuals. Y'all killed it. Next up, we have the funniest post. I gotta say, I don't know what type of like beyond, you know, there must have been some type of like mental like back and forth between y'all. Y'all had the headset on or something, because y'all were just, let me get right to it. Let me show you the pictures. We got our girl Kimberly and the Dow somehow both using 1, leg day, 2, animals with similar stances. This was hilarious. And of course, Kimberly got to work out in with James, another one of our members. So this was just hilarious. I saw this and I'm like, how ironic that in 1 week, both people post pictures of animals and themselves in correlation and relation. So that was just classic. So shout out to y'all too. I don't know, was this planned? Look, I don't know what it was about this week, right? And maybe it's because my co-host here, Shady, no, he said there was too many felines this week at this point. She's like, you know what? I think they're trying to take my job at this point. I don't know, because we had to bring up a new category for you all. It was feline fitness. So many of y'all showed off your cats, which was kind of incredible for me. So I want to get right into that. For feline fitness, we have a bunch of winners at this point, because so many of y'all showed off. Shady, you see them, right? Look, come on. Look, she's tired. It's gonna be Shady. Look at the cats. You see him, Mo? Look at him. Look, you see him, right? You see. She's like, yo, shout out to all the kitty cats out there, all of you who showed off your kitty cats. We had Brittany, Fong, Scott, our man Kenneth, Jessica, all of you guys were showing off your little kitty cat. Shady, you were in it, by the way. Look, that's you. No? Okay. She said, you know what? I'm in my spot. Chill out, okay? If you want me to sit here for 30 minutes while you yap, let me be in my spot at least. Shout out to all of our winners of our newest category, feline fitness. Shout out to the whole group. All of you who are tuning into this, thank you so much. All of you who are doing your thing, getting your challenge post on, commenting, representing OSL to the best of your ability. Thank you all for going strong. Thank you for continuing to keep it old school. Join me next week for another weekly recap for week 3. Peace, everybody.